Hey, what's up, guys? I hope everyone's having a great day. Today we are on the Angevin countryside. It's a French map. This is the public server. Anybody on console, PC, anyone can play on this server. I'll have the information in the description down below. The server name is PickleJar Public, and the password is Elmcreek with a capital E. This is a modded multiplayer server for anybody to join. We do have about 50 or so mods in here, and I'm going to give you guys the grand tour. So first things first, we have our beautiful house right here. We actually have 3 houses on the property for my farm, and I'll show you guys the public farm shortly as well. If you want to play on my farm, then all you have to do is join the Patreon. There's a $1 tier, and all that is for is to weed out anyone that wants to troll, and it's just to ensure that, you know, if you're serious about wanting to play on my farm on this server, then, you know, you make that small contribution. But of course, if you can't or don't want to do that, we do have the public farm as well, and I'll take you guys down there to show you that, like I said. But as you guys can see, we've got a lot of European style equipment. We've got a European map. This is a beautiful French map. We do have some John Deere equipment around. We've got a couple sprayers, and we have a tractor somewhere. There she is. We do have one John Deere 6R. But as you guys can probably hear right off in the distance, we've got some cows to look at. So coming over this way, we've got their slurry pit and a silage pit right here. We also have the aisle for feeding and watering our cattle. These cattle are wonderful for making milk. We're using them to create cheese and stuff like that, cheese and butter. But as you guys saw, our mixer is right down there parked in the barn. We also have our water trailer right here. A manure pile right here for us to utilize all of that manure and slurry for fertilization. And again, we've got, you know, this for primarily liming. This is the IT Runner Pack Edition, so you can actually swap this out for whatever you want to put on top of it. And we've got all of our implements, our sprayers, our rollers, our tractors, our beds, our skid steers, the whole works. This pig is one of my favorite things. I'll open it up here and show you. It's actually a fuel barrel, but it's a it's a pig. I thought it was cute, so I added it. And now moving down this way, we do have a horse pasture right here that we don't currently have any horses in. We've got a little garden, currently growing some potatoes. A little Porsche tractor. It doesn't actually get used. It's just for show. So now walking all the way down here to this side of the farm, we'll see we have another shed along with a couple buildings. In this shed, we do have, you know, a little tractor, some implements and things like that. But this building right here is actually for our sheep. If we open up the center doors here, walk inside, we'll see our sheep are inside hanging out in the barn. And you guys can probably hear that we've got some chickens nearby as well. And right around the corner, right in the road, all the chickens just hanging out. That is pretty much a walkthrough of the entire farm. Now let's go down and look at the public farm. Okay, so down here at the public farm, there you've got an assortment of sheds and stuff parked up right here. As you can see, they've got some equipment, some trucks, some vans, trucks, and we've got a combine, a header. We've got some sort of seed bin deal going on here. We've got some greenhouses, of course. And let's see, around here, we got power washers, got another shed, got bees, got, what's over here? We got our equipment storage, got a planter, got some John Deere equipment as well. Got a header that's twisted in there. I don't know how they're going to get that out. And now I'll show you guys where all of this stuff is on the map. Then we'll get into actually farming. So there we go. If I zoom all the way out, you can see down in the bottom left-hand corner is the majority of the public farm. The store is in the middle of the forest, or like center bottom, and then you can see that the public farm do own some fields up in the more north part of the map. Then over kind of to the center right is our farm right over there. All right, now that we've given you the grand tour, we're gonna get to work here. So I've noticed that it's currently April 1st and none of our fields have been planted. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to be planting, but I am going to attempt to plant something. Though I'll be honest, I don't remember if you're supposed to be rolling before or after you plant. Really, you're supposed to do it after. So I'm going to try that and see if the game likes it. But our planter, if I'm not mistaken, is right back here. Yep. So we're going to have to pull this truck bed out of the way. Let's get the John Deere moved here. We're going to figure out where our pickup truck is so we can go back there and get that little bed out of the way. And you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and prep the the John Deere onto the roller. That should be enough horsepower, I would think. So I'm just going to pull this forward out of the yard so it's not right in our way, and it'll be ready to go to roll the fields after we get a couple planted here. So I found the truck. It was back here at the store. Okay, finally, we're getting back to the farm. We've got our truck, so we need to swap out the beds on the back of here so we can finally get to the planter. So let's see, where's a good... We got to find a place to put these beds. Now, I got to be honest, I'm not a fan of having detachable beds on a truck. Being able to detach it and replace the bed and use like a entirely different bed, I just don't find it realistic. It doesn't happen in the real world like that. But alas, here we are, so I guess we're gonna do it. There's no other way for me to move this thing. I also don't know who bought this because the bed doesn't match the truck in the slightest, but you know, I'm just being picky, I guess. All right, the beds have been moved. I don't know why I detached it, but you know what, it's fine. Now we got that put away. I think we should be able to just grab this cloth here. It should be big enough. We're gonna snag that planter and find out what we're planting. What we're going to do is plant some sorghum just in a field or two. We can use it for profit if we want to, or we can use it for our chickens. So I think that has a good variety of uses. It looks like he's out fertilizing, so maybe he wanted to get that done first. That's probably a good idea to spread some poo first here. Aha! So yeah, he's gonna go and he's gonna spread some poo on over that field so we have a nice fertilized bed to plant into. You know, I probably could have helped him, but he looks like he's got it. And just to verify one more time, this is a seed bed, so we're good. We're ready to plant, right? Hold on, let me just make sure there's nothing in here. Grass? No. Is this grass? Is this planted? No, it doesn't say growing, so it's not planted. Okay. All right. So we're good. I can now plant, and hopefully they're okay with the crop that I plant. Probably not, but you know, it's fine. At least it's useful in two ways, okay? I tried to be as mindful of it as possible. So go ahead and turn on the planter. We should be good to go. We've got, I think, some fertilizer in here, and we've got our seed in here. So we're going to just go ahead and start planting right into the poop-covered field here. Get our little headland passes done along the edges. And there we go. We are planting away. I am recording this really early in the morning right now, so it's not overly busy. But if you guys do want to get on and have some fun farming, I hit a tree, oh man, then anybody is welcome onto the server. All that we ask is that you follow our basic rules. You don't troll anybody. You don't grief anybody. You know, you don't be rude to anyone. We're all here to have fun and farm. Oh, also one additional rule that just makes our lives easier is if you're on the public farm and you want to look at my farm, then you're welcome to walk onto the farm, but do not drive onto the farm. So if you are on the public farm and you want to come see my place, you're welcome to come walk around, but you cannot drive a vehicle on my farm unless you're doing something that requires it, like, you know, maybe we bought something off of you, or you're delivering something to us that we, you know, bought from you, you know, something like that. You know, I know when Ashes ripped all of this up, this was a grass field, and I'm pretty sure she wanted it to be a grass field again. But if that's the case, you know, they'll be able to replant it into grass. You know, come next year, it'll be fine. But I didn't want to take up a large field for planting this if it was going to be a mistake. Like, I'm not entirely sure that they want sorghum. So, you know, I figured if I did a small field, then it was better. All right, this should be our last pass right here, and we should have this field more or less completely planted. Couple little areas where it could be cleaned up, but I'm thinking it'll be all right. So go ahead and fold this thing on up. That didn't take like much seed at all, dude. We're gonna back this into the shed just real quick, just to get it out of the way. It's a tight little farmyard, and we can't just leave things laying around. And sneak over here. I guess this tractor is on. I don't recall leaving it on, but it is on. All right, sneak around the building, and let's get this field rolled. I'm pretty sure that's what we're supposed to do next. Yep, this is working just fine. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go through here and roll real quick. All right, there we go. We've got our first pass done. Let's go ahead and pick it up just a hair. And guys, my savior Ashes just told me that I'm fine. planting sorghum here was just fine. And I've also just been told that we need oats, sorghum, and anything else is also considered okay. So cool. I feel like there was a piece over here that I missed, but I can't see anything, dude. All right, you know what? We're just gonna have to consider it done. I'm gonna fold it up. Let's put this roller away, and we're gonna move on to the next task here today. The cows could use some straw. They could really use some food. They don't have any food at all. Who hasn't been feeding the cows? Come on, guys. And since I don't know where anything is, I'm just gonna go to the store, buy some bales, and I'm gonna eat them. I have no idea how to make proper TMR in this mixer. I don't know what the ratio is, but we'll try. So we need a square bale of silage. We're going to also need a square hay bale, but I'm going to buy that last. A big round bale here. By the way, right now we buy the bales, and it's just an attempt to keep the server running smooth. But I'm going to go ahead and lift the rule that you can't use bales. You can't, you know, create bales in the server. So everybody, you're allowed to, you know, bale straw, bale your hay, whatever you need to do. Just know that, you know, if it start causing issues, then we'll have to restrict it a little bit. But I don't think it's a big issue. I think the servers can handle it, so we're going to allow you to bail. Now, with that being said, we put the straw in, we're going to put the silage in, then we're going to put in the hay bale. Now, what I'm curious on is, what if I get this hay to the very bottom of where it's supposed to be? Can I get some of that mineral feed added? I don't know if it does any good, but I'm sure it's probably something we're supposed to add. So, like, get that right there. Now, can I fill the rest with mineral feed? Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to, do I eat you too? Is that how this works? Do I just pull up here and just start eating you? Turns out you don't need much mineral feed at all. I'm waiting for that little deal to go green. It's like such a small amount. Now we're good all around. That's 100%. We're good in all categories. Woo, look at me figuring out. Now we've even got mineral feed added in there. All right, cows, don't you worry. I'm gonna come with a real good mixture this time. It's gonna be yummy. All right, so we're pulling back into the farmyard. We're gonna feed the cattle, make sure they have water and everything that they need. We're probably gonna have to do this a few times here, but I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, okay? Don't tell anybody, but for the past, like, probably month or more, I've been on the public server every single night for a whole month or two. So if you guys want to come farm with me, then you can see me on the public server. Usually I'm on here just about every night. But we'll just pull right on in here and get to feeding. But about 17,000 liters of TMR, so we could do with another 2 loads at least. Let's go get those done. All right, so just got done giving them that load. Let's see. Yeah, that'll probably do. I mean, we could fit another one in here, but I think they're going to be fine for now. Let's focus on their straw. All right, you bunch of moosers. Come on, get your straw. I went ahead and washed your bedding for you. It's nice, it's clean, it's hypoallergenic. All right, done giving them their straw. That's a lot better. We could do another load of that yet too, but we're not going to. These numbers are good enough. So we planted, we've rolled, we've taken care of the cows. Now, I was told I can plant sorghum and oats. So we're going to do a round of planting oats, but I'm going to spread some manure on the next field first, just in case. And go ahead, start spreading the poop. And there we go. We're spreading it. Now we'll just go over here, get this last little bit. There we go. All of that has been done. It's been fertilized. Now that is ready to be turned into a nice seed bed. We're going to plant some oats right in there, I think, is what we're gonna do. All right, we're getting the oats planted in this field. I'm gonna go ahead and get this planted and then give it a once over with the roller, and that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to play on the whitelisted server, then the information's in the description down below, or you can just listen to me say it right now. It is PickleJar Public, the name of the server, and the password is Elmcreek with a capital E. But I appreciate you all watching. If you want more work on the public server, then let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.